and also more away.
Okay.
It's a very difficult game. Edema Asante Kotoko going into this encounter, but so our nations critically this season, they are not in their best of selves.
Okay.
Sometimes players, enough confidence to play, especially when a year games against Kotoko ne Hasamo.
Yeah.
Maybe against Ediana, they felt so Ediana no you more after pay. We can match them good for good. Against Samates, we are as good as Samates.
Yeah.
Against Asante Kotoko no a bigger platform to sell or quality.
Okay.
Most of the players try as much as possible say to me play above themselves. Said they be recognized after those games, and then they more that advantage against Kotoko.
Okay.
Because we are Kevin Ampofo, we are Mohamed Farouk,
yeah.
We are Akogo. Now we need opportunity boss said games now. There is a possibility say if you are able to play and play very well, the chance is there for you for the grabbing if Kotoko per striker.
Okay.
Now against Asante Kotoko, we explore, we exploit, we shall goals left, right, center. Then throughout the season, you are able to market yourself well. The possibility that you might get that recognition, so a crucial game at the Nations FC. They cannot afford to lose this game to Asante Kotoko.
Okay.
For Asante Kotoko, a big game for them because it will ascertain whether say or more good enough to win the title this season.
And you're one.
Because this season is starting, to me, ako pick vital 3 points away at Brekum. A venue the winning match ever holder. Then again, the 3 games in Kotoko about this season, they are yet to lose a match. And their last 2 games, they've kept clean sheets in the last 2 games. So over against Nations FC, since Oba League in want to be shared that it is enough motivation. Say you need to break that jinx against Nations FC.
Okay.
And the last 2 games are Kotoko Nations Abono. Omun Fabo ba Kokranto nets.
Okay.
And so I have difficult at the Asante Kotoko. There's not going to be Albert Amoa with the starting lineup no more.
Okay.
Entiende. So all probably obenya goals at the Asante Kotoko. If now it rests on the shoulders of Morofin Donzo and then Peter Amidu Aqua. For Philip Amo, he's here to score a goal for Asante Kotoko. So, Untimin Jinaso Chinchin and Kase, Philip Amo, Ebetibinya goals in this particular encounter. But there are games that it is meant for underdogs, players who doesn't have a lot of talking points. Omuna team shiny in some of these games. And a typical example was a year Faisal Chawute. He came into the league out of nothing. And then Ostate said Bangi in goals. And against Asante Kotoko, boss no eto net. Today, Faisal Chawate and starting game no Emma Asante Kotoko. Say as Abetamu also and starting. We were Kotoko team ni moi. Mohamed Kamara, I reclaimed the number 1 spot. This squad anymore, of which yes, team ni me coaching. But I feel say anchor for continuity sake.
Okay.
Ejuma Aziz Arunadari Aye in the last 2 games. We keep it clean sheet in the last 2 games that they made Asante Kotoko. The confidence there was zero.
All right.
So into going into set games, Omano that opportunity to also sit in and MOB and say obetimi and deliver us at what you expect now. But coaching the training or more day in and day out.
Maybe it feels that is proving in big games.
Maybe yes, but the same Kamara no. Against Nations FC, he is committed about 2 blunders and ended in a goal against Asante Kotoko.
Okay.
So clearly, on also the flaws and all that. But I think that it will be a very difficult game, quite an entertaining fixture.
Okay.
But per what I have seen of 2 teams, and one say game where it either end in a draw or Asante Kotoko will pick out 3 points.
Quick one now, you're joining. So, more as you see on your screens, the live pictures from the Dr. Kwabiche Sports Complex. Supporters to cheer their teams on. Player and a key figure in terms of this. Now, can say Albert Ama, who seems to be the best player for Kotoko this step, is not starting the game for Kotoko.
I don't think he's even in the squad.
He's not even in the squad. No, only he's not part of the squad. One key figure now for Asante Kotoko. Is it going to rest on Emmanuel Entry, who is also on the bench?
Yeah, I think Karim Zito Amayati player be capable. So again, maybe any goal stars. Young players are a boy in that midfield.
Okay.
Yehu Walid Fusaini, Lord Hilary Adabo, Hubert Joe, and then Peter Amidu Akwa. Omuye very good in that system. Ebwa coaching. And then Walid Fusaini and then Lord Hilary Adabo will play in that midfield. Then again, Hubert Joe, Philip Amo, and Peter Amidu Akwa, and so Ebo and on the flanks, of which I'm best stress it nations or more fullbacks and all. Nations Ebo in a 3-back system with Razak Simpson, Roland Gripman, and Samuel Sekufo. Say, Oman, you're very careful. Now, fullbacks no. Omo and communicating pretty well with central midfielders now. The quality I've seen of Peter Amidu Akwa, and then the quality I've seen in Philip Amo. On behalf the 3-back system no year pa because you have a Morifin Donzo who are a very strong aerially. Or Walid Fusaini, who is very good with those incisive passes. Ubenya Lord Hilary Adabua or that mopping up at the amount. When you are coming up against such a talented setter,
a superb Hubert Jewu,
Ubenya a lot of problem. They will be running at you, and this is where I think the Nations FC should be very, very careful. Aside Kotoko midfield in your attack, majority of the attack is free or more fullbacks in Patrick Asiedu and that of Lord Amoa. For Samba O'Neill and Joseph Ablo, they've shown say anytime they are free to be an first choice Edema coach, So it is going to be very difficult. Today, coach, Kasimingo, Emmanuel Ano, and Farouk Mohammed, then Richard Danson, and so Ebebo game Nibi, Eddie Amamo. A battle of attack and defense. A battle of attack and defense. Nations Enyan conceded a goal in their last 2 games against Kotoko. As to whether say Ombetimi Atwasono a bigger game because Kotoko Swatcher say aside the Heart of Lions game, any other game on my board this season, they've found the back of the net. It is going to be very difficult, all right. But I think Ibehu goes home, and if Kotoko should win, I will not be surprised. All right,
I know Solomon Amankwa, the Superman. 2 teams, walking straight from the tunnel. One more area, more pitch, so Asante Kotoko India traditional red colors. Now one more Eddie White, as the whole brand FAA Papa on the team. One more air bars and so and Nations FC, and so I real one more white. And say Ash the name Nina, then Sadon so orange Kakaja say Omami se colors come up. And so I'm going to and see why you could clearly see say Hadina a Barry goalkeeper no and they were born green and ya bri papa Razak Simpson ni referee ni Kasao Hoka.
We don't know, not just in Colano. We need to move away from that archaic thinking. We need to move away from that archaic thinking. Say we are abofra untiminye. We are abofra untiminye.
For more fun to see, we'll give them the chance.
If he's able to officiate a game like Kotokoni Nations, a regional derby, now Oba out with a 70% performance, you think that he will not be recognized and possibly under 17, under 20 AFCON, some of these referees to go and officiate. So these are the games you give them to test their mental fortitude and their strength. Of course, it is a big game, but I feel that it is a good decision from Say Jamo to decide the same.
He also has a point to prove.
That is it. He also has a point to prove. If he's unable to withstand the pressure, then we go back. Then we start all over again. But at the end of the day, I think that looking at his demeanor, his composure, the confidence he's even starting the game with now. For me, I think that it is best we give them that opportunity to go in there and do what they want.
Fantastic one from Solomon Amankwa, Media Isaac and Sapuja. Commentator from Kumasi, Dr. Kwame Sports Complex. Bismarck Kusapo on the team now ready from Eddie Twaso. Nations versus Kumasi. Asante Kotoko.
Kofi Medawase make us a center referee. And then Obia has the modern one saying, and the Bessiaco Sanse, Osha, the modern bona, a idea, match away in the Koye. Now, and the Nations FC, and the Krobia Kumase, Asante Kotoko, Akasiano, Shannon Suse, Asante Kotoko, Ebahan, the near update. And where did the Asante Kotoko Sanse, one more ancient Nations FC, ewa agopaman so da enti na omo hwe se omo betimi edi enkunim ewo akansie no so no ana Asante Kotoko chitafo a womo aba agopaman so womo hwe ni mu che enkunim die betimi akwa amamna so Nation FC match day 1 omo di enkunim no match sa aka ni na ye den e de ama omo se omo so ebetimi edi enkunim ewa akansie nti kase mengelo kanse enso de atudwa se womo ehwe se ne Asante Kotoko se omo nhye omo agopaman so da no womo ebetimi ahye omo enti ye hwe ni mu se center referee ebe hye na be na fe ye hu se na nyoma enso AC etie Angelius Akurugu Adongo wono ene center referee ene awiai wakansi a Nation FC ene Krobia Kumase Asante Kotoko edi ebeboni ewo Ghana Premier League match day 5 ni mu ohi Asante Kotoko a womo enhyeda nyensa ka ebia ewo omo line up no mu abrantia ne din abrantia na osenka wobehye me chance o match omo boy against Bibiani Gold Stars opra enti no ene wantimi anhyase amfa makrobia Kumase Asante Kotoko abeta mo a ene abrantia meka no ho asem nyade a emrantia wo hyase no woka ho ebi ede Kumase Asante Kotoko nti ehwe se abeta mo antimi ansia kan ma Asante Kotoko no Kotoko betimi adi nkunim anase womo entimi enni nkunim ewa akansirim center referee Angelos Akurugu Adongo wono ene behwe na bibia so etimi akoso ewo akansirim.
Well, quite an interesting game. Two teams minimum even from the level of management. Nations FC was formed out of Asante Kotoko, so clearly a game both teams will try as much as possible say on the needed result. Asante Kotoko FSL will maintain their unbeaten start to the season. Nations FC will try to be maintaining their unbeaten record against Asante Kotoko. So we are going to have a very huge game on our hands and the area.
Center referee Angelos Akurugu Adongo Ashenabe Bona Kwakodi Nations FC womo ene kwabo no Richard Danso ene kwabo no pianso ede akọ emfifin e piano ama referee say e foul Jean-Francois na Yemontia Kumase Asante Kotoko Walid name afuseni wono ene kodi sa ensemone no ball ne kra Krobia Kumase Asante Kotoko womankasa aji we pianso ne bona fa benkum now here more film Donso neso goalkeeper Kadina Bariu ene wono na daposimo edi ama Nations FC eti omo hwese omo betimi edi enkunim bona kodi Martin Akogo nenso atrahye e throw ni yeto edi atia Kumase Asante Kotoko Nations FC Akogo apega bona di bona chire nenso mapem edi afri ho amana atrahye e kona kike di kan eko edi atia Kumase Asante Kotoko.
I think it was a very good cross. Goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara now Oyana Gisen call back out now. Baba befa ball no, but when Tibiamba and then Oko Kumasi Abreke say there been a huge downpour. In short talk, I will hold my panty. So we even pitch and that's why it looks very muddy. Ball no, and I go for so instead and run it to say now expected as to whether say players in me, and I said two teams in me, able to me are accustomed to the nature of the pitch. Asali had a very good football though. Time will tell, but it's been a very good start, a bright start for Nations FC.
A corner kick, Martin Akogo Ejabo Nechi. A piano dama danso Akogo Apejabo Nechim. Nenso Asante Kotoko Mai. Jan want to form referee minim Osi Antwaso. Kumase Asante Kotoko. Bono Atrashe through with Asante Kotoko. Eto Ediatia Nations FC. Sima Miruntemo Fe Dikamwan. Ghana Premier League winning match at Tosso Enum. Kumasi Asante Kotoko winning match at Tosso Miensa. And 9 Asante Kotoko Ebo. Winning against the Tosso 9. Akrobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Ebo Isan say Romukobo CAF Confederations Cup on internet matches bi ho a so mo ne Basaka Holy Stars na debo esan say kan se ntino o man timi amonte ehwe ne mu say Ghana Football Association epepe bre no ma si sa kan no goalkeeper ye board ye tia Kumase Asante Kotoko.
That was a beautiful strike from Hubert Jehu out of the blue. Clearance no Nations intimi and clean ye and on the spin or Timmy Pia ball no far pole. I think it was a very beautiful chance, but chance that had gone a begging.
Bona kwa kodi Nations FC Papeja edi achemu mfimfini nanso Asante Kotoko woma pimbo na edi free wo senior ibi kan de tu dwa se ene nso to awagopa ma esu ntiri amabo ne bono edi se na nke hwe anim se betimi akono enye sa ene ekono nso eden wo se timi si akan ne ehu no betimi edi enkunim ewa kan se nim Lord Amoa atubo no edi achemu nanso Razak Simpson she born in Tempaso and the one at Chemu Fifia Fem. Bonica, Nation Service, no sort of from Rafi, Akurugu, Adongo, Sientuaso. Bona Trasher, Rafi, throwing a young to Fentia Kumase, Asante Kotoko. Samaro Circle for a coffee already among nations, Wato, Eddie Chemu, Nation Service. Womoso eheso betimi ato atredi kan enso Asante Kotoko Samba one na fe Jose Fablo ewa kire ho womo hese nation sentimi fa bon to atem bon atrash e throw na yeto e de nation FC meka se ofa edikan sima na ya boy bi e bon ho modin so betimi ashego Hadina Bariu Bona trashy through na yeto editia Nation FC ene agopama no sene susiti ene be den se betimi hu bola efe ene awai ewa agopama so through na Asante Kotoko woto etia Nation FC Patrick Kasedu atobo na dia chemu nezo apem amanasa trashy referee Adongo o se through ni ento fantia Nation FC Patrick Asiru akofa bone beto de makrobia Kumase Asante Kotoko akacha ne mantene so munkom Asiru atobo ne ntempa so ade bona che mo mahu apem Nenso Nation Service Omaji wada former referee Adongo se foul Jemfanto na yemuntia Kumase Asante Kotoko simai no muntamu ani Nation Service NCB Asante Kotoko NCB.
It's been a midfield battle. Two teams in the try so be issue the long balls, because clearly pitch in favor for that possessive type of football. And to me, your imagine say ball on the ball for him, but then in Cheddar and Koi Assad, the way you're more expecting, but who will come tops. It's been early days here, just 5 minutes into the game, but at least we are seeing how the clubs wants to play.
Pitch and so I am Resana Bika Kan Asante Kotoko and Nation FC. Senior and then Omohian Usenka Bon, I can see the Bessia Pono. When you told me, say, a beha drink, I can say, Bono told the twag of Manaso Quent to me. And Money Muso. Senior Ghana Football Association, Man City, no, I can say no. Yetimi Ebo, Bonekra, Kumase, Asante Kotoko. Morofin Donsu, a Pega Bona Cheneso, Razak since a Ibon Efrio. Asante Kotoko, you be also between a twatty kindness of what I say here. A papa the Bonacqua, Walid Nema. Walid, Edgebody, their call. Morofin Donsu, about shortness and Timianco. Nation FC, a Ibon Efrio and Tempaso. Asante Kotoko. Bobo no amano referee say offside ye Antonio Muntia Kumase Asante Kotoko Samuel Seko for Oner Razak since the chile hodi Nation FC Raymond Oko Greek man Womunya Boase the Nation FC So the Asante Kotoko intimi shomo agopama Sudan Ebeto Koso ISA Bona Trashe referee and Tonfantia Kumase Asante Kotoko through in a year to edit Kumase Asante Kotoko Raymond Oko Gripman Pato Bonon Tempaso Neso referee and foul young Fantona Yemuntia Nations FC Emmanuel no chance ochichire oso Asante Kotoko player to center referee oso there be enfanto na yemuntia Nations FC Emmanuel no goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara the border to akwachi apega bona chim edunfinfin afam ehuri apem Razak Simpson apem bona dia fiwo na so bona ntimi anko Kumasi Asante Kotoko bono mbokra enko Kumasi Asante Kotoko bolo boy na ntimi anko Lord Amwa opopo na ntimi anko bona kwakodi Nations FC na so kubeje wo akodi sabone ma rofe se fa ye fanto na yemuntia Kumasi Asante Kotoko muse Angelos Akurugu Adongo akakso mu se omunya bote sima enkonta mu ani ofeti kan Ghana Premier League we ni match etoso enum ewo abrankese Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Nations FC womo ene dia bo ani obi antini fa bo entoni nyonkotem e free kick ayebo edi etia Kumasi Asante Kotoko captain Edeman Nations FC Razak Simpson who say ojina board echi Edeman Nations FC son nebebo anase Raymond Oko Gripman nebebo a free kick Raymond Oko Gripman wono ejina board echi apega area chemu na so bona ko pimpo na se pie go den so referee there bi e fa o yemfa Antonio Montia Nations FC Joseph Fablo Bono na 8-yard box in him Joseph Fablo din tikoye Nations FC player na hun edin na ikoye eno na ma center referee a G free kick.
Those are situations I think Kotoko should be very careful about. The way a free kick in about 8-yard box, it was a very good free kick in about 8-yard box. Goalkeeper no fumbled and about the copying post on the side PA. But then the follow up and a Korean Nations player yes and call for the bicycle kick. But at that moment, I may see the bicycle kick got the face of Joseph Fablo, and I think it was a spot on decision by the referee. So we saw for an infringement. But a good start for Nations FC. At least they've had the ball at the back of the net, which means that Omupishika Kra, the likelihood say Ombetimas that Watanano high.
A free kick here, ball, and the Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Finfian from who say Nations FC Abrante, Ivan Safo, what a form the center referee Angelos Akurugu Adongo, Wadi Lord Hilaria Dabo, or the Kodis and Sabanene Casasa, Onyabotre, and you can say na yesi. I'm on Uswaja to say, the center referee cannot be a Juma. Ivan Safo, that's where from team. I can say no, yet to interest, so send a bay and home to me. Atonaya Konya, Etimi Atua can say. So Nations FC supporters, no, one more Abasaso, and Asante Kotoko for almost one bar, and say sunset. I go permit you and no man said that in Kuyi and Farmomo. We have a new noir. It's not a toy in Tinama. I can't say no, yes, and when if Senanak, you're hearing me say, Bobo, a bit to me, a cognac, Pepe Peneco, Ivan Safo Timia, sorry. Meant to be a referee. Akurugu, Adongo, Beshana Bena, Yatua can say so. Samalo Circle for a pig up on 20 the rest Asante Kotoko, 8-yard box in him. Next Lord Hilaria Dabo, referee say, Foul Yem Fantona, Yemuntia Nations FC. Sima Ejumi Runtemweni Nations FC Nshebi Asante Kotoko Nshebi. I
don't think in Sunibe Jai any moment from now, considering the fact that your ball almost 15 minutes, 12 to 30 minutes. Still, there are still downpours. As to whether say Jai in term, I enjoy the best of football, no, yet to make sure. But two teams air pressure, two teams air try say at least make me breaking the deadlock and of course go on to pick points in this game. So far in the first 15 minutes, it being a KG counter.
Patrick Kasiedwe throwing Asante Kotoko to Editia Nations. Patrick, what two ball the right hand box in Nancy Nations. One more agile, Piasso the Bona Fanifan. Seni Dika Kind, I'm a born cry and said, and I say, I had the idea ma. I found a new Nuna. Bombona and Timinko. A trash throwing a yato Editia Kumase Asante Kotoko. Oko Gripman. One only crab on 2 ball in Tempaso, Eddie Chemo. Assign Atrashe. Represent to Fantia Kumase, Yato Editia. Nations Epsimum. Bonacodi, Walid name or Jemo Dama Patrick Siedu. Siedu Dama Walid name, name of the Aquachi. A Pega Bona Eddie Chemo, Gripman and wrap him. Born a woman, Patrick Cassidio Hitianka. Nation FC, Ibanolano, Nelso, Walid Nima, Ibona Mana Trashy, throwing a yeto, Editia Kumase, Asante Kotoko. Sima, a do 9 time when you fate kind. Nation FC, in Shabi, Asante Kotoko, in Shabi. Ghana Premier League. When you can see a tosso enum a free kick Nations FC Ebo Adetia Kumase Asante Kotoko Oko Greek Maneko Jina Bona Chimamuse Razak says like actually some court no member born and facing a free kick Asante Kotoko Razak Simpson a pega bona de Achemo Samba Unela Pimbone free born in Sakwakodi Kona kika ye body tia Kumase Asante Kotoko Sima dunu muntamweni Asante Kotoko Meka say sima dunu mun shadan hu game no sokra Nations FC womo ene bo agopa man so nti womo nim so yie pa Martin Akogo ene gina bo na chi ene man Nations FC Bobo Edetia Kumase Asante Kotoko Refi Asena Ben Okogo Martin Wapeja Chilimu Nenso Asante Kotoko Yibo Nefrio Apeja Bonente Paso da Chilimo Re Peter Midwa kwa Nenso Goalkeeper Hadina Barrio Hadina.
That was a very quick reading of the ball. And yes, Adiaka Peter Medu was on hand, say, and Kobetima attacking that ball.
Lord Hilary, Jabba Pega Bon, ready at Chimu, Nenso Nations FC, Roma Ibon, Eddie Fio, Piasso, Edibona Fanifa. Went to the end, so. And that game, no, yes, I don't want if I cry. It's I say, and so no, I'm a game the fan, Aquaform Nations FC. A Pega Bon, actually, Asante Kotoko. I'm a Jibon and Tempas when I could do 50 FM. Nations FC. Woman Casa and the crab on 50. Woman pitch in the Sumbopa. Send your Mumbono. And the Mackenzie 19, the Makumase, Asante Kotoko. Lord Amwa. And Ferrina Yeto, Editia Nations FC, Lord Amwa. Atubona Editia Munaso Timian Covedia. The channel ref say Fa Yam Fatoni Muntia Kumase Asante Kotoko. Nations FC Ivan Safo Philip Amon and the police and some one center refugee for the Tiano Safo Evans. And who's a coach Abdul Karim Zito. NFA coach Kasim Mengalo Kansi. What we attach line has a game to be Siako. A free kick here body tia. Kumasi Asante Kotoko Ivan Safo Apeja Bono area chemu Neso Asante Kotoko Samba Unel Apeja Bono da chemu bi any ho Ayo fawo yebebo area tia Kumasi Asante Kotoko ene game no be Jesus say Asante Kotoko so agopama so mo nation service dan on pese Saba ko se mo yi free ho nation service che se da bi afi league na sha se kwa no man sha dan ko ye ma ye e sha se game e di kan e ball ha na yetimi adi nkunim against Red All Blacks no me ball ye ana on to be so me kam ye no e ma omo team baako if you want more den e dey man nation service so betimi adi nkunim ti omo ne Asante Kotoko no Bomo hese bibia betimi akowe akwanya de Asante Kotoko bobo na temu na so da bi bon and say referee say foul e offside ti Kumasi Asante Kotoko Morefin Donzu Morefin Lord amwenya bon peja bon di femu.
That was a very nice pass from Lord Amwa to get to Peter Miduakwa. Peter striking him na ankoye, but then at that moment, you know, na Morefin Donzo was in an offside position, and it was a spot-on decision by the official. Say Omokole ball no as an offside.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Peter Miduakwa ya jibone ferinsem. Patrick Asiedu. Odiama wali Nema debi ajibone de fi Asante Kotoko nsem wali Nema we pia so de akoma hu bejewu jawdi wana fani fafa so Asante Kotoko Lord amwa na ajibone fe nsem bono mo fi afam ala kai se zambi ka ditu ja se yen se de hone fa krai san se agofama ni nso na ato no obobo no kwentimi nko san so na place no momo ba na obo tete tosa referee say foul yen fa to ni muntia nation service apeya ball enter pass de achemu na nation service Samuel Seko for you bona mana chache e throw na yeto e de nation FC sima aduno ba ko ntamu ani Lord Amwa bona ne ko fa bona to dia ma Kumasi Asante Kotoko atubona tente dia chemu ewo etia de so Samuel Oseko for pin bona fi ho Lord Amwa say yi bona kodi Kube Jones went in the ball, so he say Asante Kotoko. Referee trust nation self snipe for ball on 50. What will be anyhow? I'm a goalkeeper, Mohamed Kamara. Utimika, a piasso. Adiama Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Lord Amwa. But the one copy a throw in Asante Kotoko. To Adiatia Nation FC, a 150 FM. Lord Amwa atubono dia chemu Nation nation self so my born in 10 pass the born everywhere sisi asena akwa ye no wentimi unya bono a money ebe din se betimi akọ tunya na de ahoden no apem na etibora kodi wali dem a oben kuma fa so wata form referee wase bona e throw in yento fantia Kumasi Asante Kotoko e throw in yento ko Greekman atuboro ade achemu Patrick Asiedu opia so de bona kwa koma Peter Miduakwa a chance for Asante Kotoko shot and goalkeeper Kumasi Asante Kotoko right here boxing him. Wa born so there be nya de betimi a goalkeeper. Kumasi Asante Kotoko nya kwanya so come to the ball to atenem. Jeto Wadetia Asante Kotoko. A through a nation Zeto Adetia Asante Kotoko. Rato Adiache Asante Kotoko 80 box names Watasha ma center referee Angelos Akorogo Adongo I say goal kick Yemo Infantia Nations FC. Mohamed Kamara goalkeeper Edema Asante Kotoko.
25 minutes their game no ashada produce mouth-watering action it's just been the normal kick and play nana yeah follow because of the nature of the pitch any ensure no said yeah ama game no akwakoye but I think two teams show a bit of quality in there as to whether say me making use of the little spaces like the one Philip Amu enya for Asante Kotoko no but so far I think the two teams are coming together and I hope say me produce goals in this game.
Corner kick Asante Kotoko airball at Nations FC. Mehu Philip Amu 80-yard box in him. Lord Hilaria double Walid Fuseni Neymar Omu nyina won Nations FC 18-yard box in him. Patrick Kasedu won the jina ball nechi apeja area chemu Nensu goalkeeper Kadina Barriu wajibo na dia fapo so e corner yesa ball area Nations FC.
That was a beautiful corner from Patrick Kasedu. Who said Badri free the lines and so or yes so page ball no to the far end but the goalkeeper no with very good reflexes he made sure say obetime ball no at the corner kick and yes idea it have been 1-0 Asante Kotoko.
Corner kick Asante Kotoko airport at Nations FC. Patrick Kasedu asako jina ball nechi ediama Asante Kotoko. Apija ediachemu Asante Kotoko betimi enya go edi kayana nanso da bi referee o say foul yam fa to na yemuntia Walid Fuseni Neymar akanse ni maye den Ghana Premier League weni match etoso enum nanso ko bia Kumasi Asante Kotoko weni akanse etoso na ya wo mo airport goalkeeper Badina Barriu apega bɔ ne bɔ na chemu mfimfin afem Patrick Asiedu wajibo no ade free wo Nations FC Patrick Asiedu atrashe throw in yeto ade tia Asante Kotoko Oko Gripman ato Nenso referee waso mfa bɔ no enkwachi Raymond Oko Gripman referee so mfa bɔ no enkwachi na onsanto emfa mrem Wato bono area chemu Nenso Asante Kotoko mayibo no amana tashe e through na yeto de tia Asante Kotoko na hu se center referee ato sari afro mu mienu Walid Neymar oni Emmanuel Anosanse bi hu se pinche bi ekoso akasa chiro mo a free kick Jeboti Asante Kotoko. Lord Hilaria Dabuna fe Morefin Donzo. Omono Ejeni Muma Asante Kotoko. Apija bone dia chemu Nenso Dabi. Philip Amu. Ajibone Fedensem. referee foul yamfanto na emuntia Nations FC Sima Adiono enwotwe yegoso epem soko obi antimi fa bon to no nyonkwatem Nations FC NCB Asante Kotoko NCB Goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara Akofa bon ebebo ediama Asante Kotoko Apega edia chebe finfin afem Lord Hilaria Debo ediama Walid Fuseni watwen Walid ya kana to form referee e foul yemfato na yemuntia Nations FC Walid ni manosi akan ediama nso Ataman FC na enyina nim de siye ema nso Ataman FC ayi o madwe se Ghana Premier League no muntimi ento aso nti o motwe mo ho efiri mu players no modembo ekonkan edema nso Ataman FC na oka ho bi ene wogina mo esi akan edema Asante Kotoko ayi free kick man hu se Lord Hilaria Dabo Jabo nechi Samba Ndongani Onel Ejabo nechi minim do bebo na dia sim a shot next goalkeeper Hadina Barrio shot apate kasi du boy goalkeeper nyadia na ibetimi ahye no so mu Ediama Nations FC.
Positioning was excellent, vision was excellent. The save, no, he had his whole body behind the ball intimate and furthermore, and that is what you expect from your number one goalkeeper in crucial games. So far, I think two goalkeepers now. Yes, they've been called to the party and they've equally responded.
Bono Atrashi Asante Kotoko Eto Ediama Nations FC. Following a call Ediama Asante Kotoko. Joseph Abolo akojina ball nechi Ediama Asante Kotoko. Apija edi achemu Peter Midu akwa goalkeeper ayebo edi ati Asante Konanka Philippa mu ewraiti at box nim Samalo Seko for man kwan.
That was a giant Oseko for Philippa Mo. We had two players now almost teacher obviously Philippa Mo Epim Oseko for, but then he was never going to walk through him. Eventually Bono Eko out for a goal kick. Top defending.
Sima Adriasa ba kuntamuani 31 minutes and a ball ewa kensiri mo fe dikan Ghana Premier League we match etoso numa Jebo wa Brankese Nations FC ene Asante Kotoko na dia boani Obiente min fa ball to nyonkwatem throw in here to Mohamed Kamara apega ball no tentedi achemu finfin afam Nanso ya chipo na dia from nsem Martin Akogo ode wana koma Ivan Safo Gripman Atrashi ya referee throw in into Fentia Nations FC Tubone tentedi bana chemu nanso Razak Simpson Abobo na mana Atrashi throw in here to Ediama Nations FC ene pitch na mana ya den hubo ne fakra they say they say eye kakra ne sa throwing Patrick Kasiedu wono akofa ball no atobo tentente di akire mu ne so ba pin ball no afi ho en say who beg you Debbie ene pitch ne head wire kra pitch ne mwa isi ontaya man shade hubo ne fe yakwanya de Nations FC na so da bi Asante Kotoko wo ma yibo na fi wo Ashibona mana trash throwing.
That was a very tough defending from Jose Fablo, but it was poor marking because when your team no echo attacker, you don't leave an attacker and a defender in a 1v1 situation in that moment. If Arnaud was able to break it through that Ablo ne lines, it was just him and then the goalkeeper. But very good work from Jose Fablo.
Nations FC, I'm here some betting in your great kind of cancer, man say goal kick. Referee say a corner. Jebo Edetia Asante Kotoko. Nations FC actually say a bag of Ramazwa, Omunim Subo Yepa, Jomunya Bono de Qua. What do you say? I'm part of Page Subo. Ivan Safo, Wano, a Piabon so, or the Makogo, a Payach, the Daddy, Asante Kotoko, Womo, a Ibon Fio, Asa Payach, goalkeeper, Mohamed Kamara, Wasum, Watonin Tempaso de Bona from Fifi. Or Hesse Patrick Casietu, a Payabon already a funny fanfaso. Kotoko Walid Nema Fuseni Opiaso Kwenya de Asante Kotoko next goalkeeper Hadari Bariu Asaso Bonum the Nations FC Kotoko bia so betimi anya go edi kan nso Nations heni ha Asante referee Akorugu Adongo Ajefao Adiama Asante Kotoko so one more for Nations FC. Hadina Barry goalkeeper Adiama Nations FC. Was in the family, you know, informing him and one in TV. Peter Amidou Akwa. One of Akwa Kujina 18-yard box in the man. Air train say Asante Kotoko Patrick Asiedu. And a Walid Fuseni Neymar, Patrick about short and so that be.
Well, from the angle of the ball, no, anytime you have a call for power from that angle, obviously a bit rising. And I think that the way not Kotoko players were lined up in the 18-yard box, he only needed to send in an in-swinger and then hope so we be attacking that ball. But when you want to go for that power from that end, obviously, ball never fast through, wasted opportunity.
Hadina Barry goalkeeper Apeja Bono at the Chemon Fifi Afem Kotoko Shibon way and Yakonya Edema Kotoko won't bet me out to attend the kind. Then should there be a Jibone from himself.
Poor decision. I think it was a beautiful chance for Asante Kotoko to go on that attack, but the decision said Obejina ball no so no was saying Piabo Nabano. I think so don't let the chance no ako wasted.
Oko great man Ibona mana trash a throwing a year to the Nations FC. Peter Amidou Akwa ene utilize ade ko pamano so en se ni mu anu kra. Eni mu anu. Unyabo na watwe anu wate ato. Throwing a call ade ama Asante Kotoko. Kubejel. And the one come Hilaria double across the ball and to goalkeeper. Hadina Barry was so born mama. What have my son said?
It's rather unfortunate. It would have been an injury to Philip Amo because we the Rita goalkeeper is sliding on the turf after so making that grab. He fell on the leg of Philip Amo, who did not even want to make an attempt so by kicking on the ball. But clash nearby in there, obviously goalkeeper will be at the receiving end. But it's rather unfortunate. So was sustaining an injury, but we hope that any injury be taken out of the game.
Because you can try to say Nations FC goalkeeper no a player no a center referee Akurugu Adongo ese yenhwere na ne honto ne ntimi nya kwanya ento akansi ne so hye ne so mame self football mremu no na se akansi mremu no goalkeeper pe na mrama ho kwan se opira yenya bre ehwe no agopama no so bese simandu enti ana eguso goalkeeper Hadina Bari we hwese ne ho betimi ato na afei yenya akwanya timi ato akansi ne so.
I think the referee has been very good. Ekwaya Wafaso handle game so far. He's been flawless. He's been on top of the game. Decision making has been spot on. I think that Oye the best in this game. We hope he continues till the end of the game.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko and the ball no echo Piaso or the Amamore Free Donzo ya Jeffrey Nsem referee and Twaso Nations FC. Through in here to Erieti Asante Kotoko. Patrick Kasidu. Taka no kwa nanu odin pa. Nanu odin. Nanu odin. Ivanola Law.
Yes, Ozeli Anameka about Philip Amo, any the goalkeeper no, and obviously a goalkeeper no slightly on the turf. The Okotora nice up and I was even surprised Philip Amo and Tago Pamano so, but they decided to continue with the play. Obviously, that incident in the Sia affected the players now or more parking. So I think that and then Philip Amo with Maso that injury.
Sima Adriana Intamweni, Akasima Numne, the referee better so I can say of Fedikai. Erekonewie Nations FC in Shebi Asante Kotoko en Shebi e free kick e ball edetia Asante Kotoko apeja achemu samba unela pema mana trashe e free na yeto edetia Asante Kotoko biu Raymond Oko Gripman. One on a coffee ball, no, I don't intend the Asante Kotoko at boxing him. I can't see why Dean. Patrick Kasidu. A pig up on the achievement so. Referee Ajefao Edia Tia. I can't see no referee no born home dear son says any in my general a friend of me no. Ubia Bam Wadin. To no so I saw the man of Juma, what home Wadin, Sima Ediana. Akurugu Adongo se body drop body at all and the amount of sense in Fifi FM Asaka Pija Bonnie Bona Fabin Kum Referee a foul young Fantoni Muntia Asante Kotoko Philip Amwasa back and see him Obetraso Ivan Safu which aboard the Nations FC.
Same position. Baby Omunya born it on it official referee Aerosol for a free kick. And once again, Ivan Safu is behind the ball. What tested Mohamed Kamara. He knows that ball call 8-yard box in on the turf. The likely with Mohamed Kamara made my mistake. So you know how they deal with this.
Apija born the Achimunenso. Mama Pimborn the Fio. Lord Hilaria Double. Nations FC Prince Bedu Asani Bonne dia Chemu Walid Fuseri name Piaso dia kwa koma Peter Amidu akwa Benkum Amidu akwa against Prince Badu. Watch kama Peter. We're ready to boxing him. And the pitch now Wakra. Next one, you know, you be also meeting your bomb na Amambola Efe. A foul your ball, Edia Asante Kotoko Sanse, Samba Unele Confaso. We try Imanlano and Finfino. Na referee Akurugu Adongo Tedabi. A foul young Fatuana Yamuntia Kotoko. Sima Adriana and Santa Mueni, Ufeti Kain. Ghana Premier League winning match at Tosu Enum. Kade Dikain Ako Ediama captain. Edema Asante Kotoko. Ndongani Samba Unel. It's a second fast we try. You might not know. And then from that referee in Hope. Inti Jaluka Adako Ediama. Wasahini Edema Kuma Edema Asante Kotoko. Sima Diana na yakasima bako nese ofeti kano eba na wiye free kick emanation FC Razak Sensen wapeja ede akire Kotoko 80-yard box nso abobo na mana trache e goal kicker Asante Kotoko ebo ede atia Nation FC. Sima Adriana no nyina so referee Fasima e9 and then to akansi ni so Mohamed Kamara apega bono ere achemu bono abanfinfin afem o mapem Asante Kotoko betimi anya gwedi kan watwe na so da form referee Akurugu Adongo I say a fire young fan to Muntia Nation FC. Philippamo.
I think a higher territory of players like Emmanuel Entry, Patrick Asiedu, and of course Gilbani Indogani Samba O'Neil. Anytime they are born in that 80-yard box in areas of this nature, no, when these players are pitching as well, you'd assure say probably Ombetima hit on target. I'm hoping say Ombetima ball on target because in the Ghana Premier League, you know, we don't get a lot of players scoring free kicks, but this is a perfect opportunity for us Asante Kotoko to register a shot on target.
Asante Kotoko boni buhuna manantasi.
Wasted opportunity. Patrick Asiedu wasted opportunity.
A goal kick at Nation FC. Free kick be a Patrick Asiedu abono ene area you know. Ni you know bad na go pon so. Hadina Bari goalkeeper Edema Nation so apeja edachemu mfimfi ku bejemu da sonimu enyo wan say yellow card. There should be a bookable offense. I think the way it should have been a yellow card. Emma Nations FC player now, and of course yes, Kevin Ampofo and Swapeke a yellow card, and this is what you expect from the referee. Stamp your authority in the game, and clearly I don't know all year now. As young as he is, 17 years, he's always making sure say our control our game. So this is what we expect, and I think that the first 45 minutes will be a new bit many qualms about the performance of the referee. He's been spot on, he's been good. There were a lot of commentary on social media. People were calling for say if we're replacing him, but they kept faith in him, gave him the job, and he's executed it in the first 45 minutes to perfection. Good showing for the 17-year-old. A free kick that be Samba Unel enya kwanya Neso no one time abona trash here. A goal kick at Nations FC. Ebo Ediati Asante Kotoko.
It was a very good ball into the 80-yard box. Samba O'Neil, he watched the ball all through, but like I said, a defender into the reaction to the ball, no, and then letting it down. But he saw the ball near Baneho. He only needed to position himself well and have a touch on the ball. But when to me, another opportunity, Kotoko Amese.
Sima and I to so make us say Yabomu Miensa Akasima Bako, center referee. Akurugu Adongo Beshana Bedi, Akasino Feti Kana Banaye. A free kick call Ediama Nations FC. Razak Simpson so Bonechi.
Free kick expert Razak Simpson. You get Ivan Safo. Omunyina players are those areas. Omu that power. My right foot no make him strike. Mohamed Kamara should be alert. And yes, sir, with the kind of quality I've seen from these two players, Omu betimi enya the opener Ediama Nations FC.
Ivan Safo Razak Simpson when enable free kick no. Opia so the Razak Simpson. About short, Nelson am go pull so. Enchebia referee Akurugu Adongo Beshana Ben. Edi akansi no fe dikano abana wiye. A goal kick Mohamed Kamara. Which na Bonechi Edema Kotoko. A center referee Angelos Akurugu Adongwa Sena Ben Edia Kaisero Feti Kani Nina Banaye Nations FC and Shebi Asante Kotoko and Shebi.
End-to-end action over the first half. Number two teams, show quality despite the poor nature of the pitch. Rings, Amayenya, very good football. But then I think two teams, show glimpses of what they can do. Asante Kotoko came close, but I mean to me, for Antoinette, Nations FC had the ball at the back of the net, but it was ruled for a foul in the process. Two teams, and Shada and Chesty, the goalkeepers in post because the pass and the connectivity, and Shada and Yejuma on the field because of the nature of the pitch. But we've seen the battle in midfield. We've seen the battle in the defense against strikers and defenders and against strikers. So far, we've enjoyed the first 45 minutes and we'll game no more. Even though it is not up to the standard we are expecting to see. But I think that with the kind of performance we've witnessed today, Shada ain't bad in the first 45 minutes. Like I said about the officials, they've been spot on. Yes, the central referee came in. There were a lot of comments, but I think that he's done his best.
All right, so that was Bismarck Kusapol and Solomon Awan all the way from the Aban Kese Dr. Kwame Sports Complex. Nations FC 0, Asante Kotoko 0. First half, Etimi Abanewe. So and the other game, and so Vision FC and the BBN Go Stars will be to me and to Atnaha. Eyo Unia TV. Connection so say GPL live no matches are holding na ya de honsem ebe somo e wa de dende no eye difo enso ebe na awie ya de emau ewo ju mediano eso enche iberemu ni de akina no ya betimi e de asomo by connection so say high sense for eboye chidom sanso so and odwani ewremu a dewa eye 539 direct and so e kan ho awom elgin awawa ede yen akwakopiemo ewo eye Dr. Kwame Sports Complex na yen say den share no so esi etie fantastic one day no eye dey for eba so Kumasi Asante Kotoko uko Kumasi Asante Kotoko share Nations FC so entimi ento atena na yen say den share no so esi tie nche be join na ye hu de ekoso ewo akire won yetumi agbobom fine pa so etimi ede amount so yen fasere kase Enfema wana woboye na chidom se dem di kaka no wodwa ne achima high sense pen for say open product papa e wo fie na watimi yusu Philippa de abomoden ase wodwa ne e be kire mu na ye hu se de so esi etie na ye kwako hu se de so esi ekopa ba cho so showrooms ahodo ina no kwa womo e wo product e wo hono mu kama enye asem koto anti bomoden se wo be pie mu se open eye air condition open chest freezer refrigerator television gas cooker, washing machine, smartphones, so and sound system, water dispenser, microwave, blenders, rice cookers, any kettles. But more than so doing a betchemo. High sense asweye. Me pacho odwani echemo akra, achimota amra here, bachoda, dasuma. East Lagos, Kaswala Pass, West Hills, Tema Kumasi, Sanso and Atakwari, Thakwa, Manke Simo, Boise Sunyai, Techiman Sansona Kaneshi Tamale Hohoi any Koforidia Huina no Donichiwa Wamo showrooms no AVL Ehonmo Papa numbers only Digimano 0302 550000 Uputo Manuma Mejoso if you are sweet records. So they were 539 direct and so a modern boy also one so we star 446 hash. Now I select between 1 to 39 5 numbers and then exactly 7 p.m. You better draw no. Who beats me anya? 5,000 times your stake, 50,000 times your stake. 4 direct in the Ebuma, 5 direct in the Ebuma. Ultimate Gana do your idea. Super. Yeah, that one by about the arcade best somo. Aha, Union TV, GPL live, Ghana Premier League match day live no. A home community. Heba, Cecilia.
Cherish our own Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Women's Premier League is back again. Our own, let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. This is our own. Our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. I'm in the valleys. Keep your head up high. That's a dream with Puma drinks. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new guy. Make me say oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon. This advert.
Our own Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back.
All right, so at the end of the first 45 minutes from the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex, Nations FC nil, Asante Kotoko nil, 0-0 at the break. Sanso and a Vision FC and the BBN Go Stars will be entering to Atana. So, yes, starting from my brand, I say, pitch, you know, in Sunday Gui and Openo, and my game needs a diner, but you know, they've given us some wonderful football. Your impression over the first 45 minutes?
I think, sir, two teams in our said they are Asante, my team, and Omomi and Uninano, Omotre, the quality, despite the fact that pitch, you know, and more the opportunity to play the kind of football on Omobono. They've resulted in using the long balls, trying somewhere you see the speed of each other. Or more attack and into ball now they float it into those spaces, then they allow the attackers to run on terrain because the ball not the tough and as well. Very difficult say a bit me around it the way it has to go. But two teams, you know, I am very resolute defensively and then offensively. Oshe Nations FC, the back line of Raymond Oko Grapeman and Razak Simpson or Seikufo, they've been very, very resolute. Then again, Ubenya Akogo on the right, and then Safo on the left. In that midfield, Bedu together with Kevin Ampofo, they are all doing their bit in attack with Farouk Mohammed, then Richard Danson and the likes. You know, Emmanuel Ano. I'm also making sure say at least I'm also making me a challenge for every single baller. Ebebe Nimho. Then again, Asante Kotoko defensive setup of Lord Amoa, Patrick Asedu, Samba O'Neill, Joseph Ablo, they be rock solid at the heart of defense, despite the fact that Omenya one ball at the back of their net, if not for the referee, for whistling for a free kick, they would have been down by a goal. But they threw themselves to the game. They made sure say making sure someone allow Nations FC enough spaces to attack Mohamed Kamara, and then we had a midfield of Lord Hidari Adabo together with Hubert Jewu and Afe. Walid Fusaini Neymar, they've been very, very good, especially in terms of ball retention. How quickly Omoba back ebe winning ball no Edema Asante Kotoko. They've tried to say Omoba connected Philip Amo, Pitamidu Aqua, and then Morofin Donzo. Even though Omon Sheda Inya a lot of openings, but clearly they've created one or two decent opportunities. If so, Omuye clinical, Omuye very good technically, they might have by now commit me in your goal crab. Also into me and Shada and testy goalkeeper at the Nations FC. So in the first 45 minutes, I think say it's been an even game. Two teams, so I enjoy very good football. But then what we expected, no, it's not what we've seen. We expected that kind of end-to-end action, exchanges. We have expected Senka being a very good football on the turf. But then again, you cannot blame the two teams because ensure not to us a park, no, ensure that a park, so sometimes over pass in a crana, then ensure no action, no, at the agenda hold but how technically they managed to contain the game, how technically they managed to play the game, you know, in as much as and yet so exciting to say the panel, at least you could see the glimpses of quality of football the two teams want to play. So in the first 45 minutes, I think we have enjoyed a very good game.
Based on how are the first 45 minutes in their core, you know, Oye Karim Zito, you know the record and the history between the two teams when it comes to the Ghana Premier League. What will be the approach? What are some of the changes likely, Sankobe, if you were supposed to be? Well,
at this moment, I don't think that Karim Zito would want to make any change. Because, yes, I think at this moment, you know, Obe maintaining the fold, you know. Obviously, maybe Ohia and such like Accra would be a Nimho where Philip Amo El pretty. But then you would also agree, say, Oshe players in a war on the bench. Maybe player in terms of attack, that attacking mentality in Abamo, Emmanuel entry. The rest are central midfielders and defenders, and very difficult say in situations of this nature. Obe tries to tweak your system because it's not as if say nations are overly dominant or more dominating game, no. Kotoko and dominating game, but even critically, I think Kotoko Enya even better goal scoring opportunities in this game than that of Nations FC. So you will maintain it for the first 20 minutes of the second half, at least a Remu 60, 65, 70 minutes. Then a goal you make a change. When one realizes say maybe there are breaks in the defense of Nations FC, tiredness, Diaba, midfield, you know, Munye, then you make changes to accommodate other attackers. A bit maybe add more firepower to a team. But I think say in the first half, two teams in India look very good. They will come back in the second half with the same setup, and let's see what happens. So
do you think say Kasimo can say as well?
Yes, I think say he will come in with the same setup, the same system. Maybe in the from the 60th or 70th minute, no, and maybe most of the coaches, no, ever try to make changes. But so far, I think every single player has given their all.
All right, sure. And Solomon, Amankwa the Superman. Member back now you say the city, but quickly let's go to Vision. Any BBNE Go Stars. First half, who can say game no likely to end in a draw? First half 0-0. Draw never now. Well, like you said.
Like I said, Vision and concede go against BBNE Go Stars Tema. And so in the first 45 minutes, concede, you know, the likelihood say game the bit much travel 0-0, a drawn game, no, and but I feel that two teams, you know, anybody is at stake. Maka say Go Stars, say Opesa will challenge you. These are matches you try as much as possible to pick vital points. And away point very important, just like the home 3 points. So away no kunya 1 pointer. It is as important as Utifi now all 3 points. So say Vision episode winning or stay relevant in the league, no movie away from possessions or that. It was so winning this game. If BBNE Go Stars episode mo twaso compete na league no multimedia in this game, they don't need to lose. They need to pick a point from this game.
All right, and Solomon Amankwa the Superman. Connection to say Ghana Premier League match day live. Onia TV. The match is in Eba so mu e wo dwede so na wo se de si etie e wo de fast na PSC FM ma wona komo e boye ti dom no na yin se de si etie but as obehwe yi wate okay they were 5:39 direct say we can for boys and now no pay and then but what they say do mo begim exactly 7 p.m. wa mo e de bosso na osu etimi enyis kakra e de gu bottom de obeya ne say obebo star 446 highs obebo star 446 highs na wa select between a year 1 to 39 5 numbers now wa select nyankopon wa dom na 5 direct ne ba ye be multiply 50,000 times scar would be nyanti assuming say 5 numbers now select ni na abo and no ye 5 direct no ye be bo modern amount a year 5 city times 50,000 a scar will be dino crab jane and it's modern so do ho e be jim so and now will be to me enya f times 5,000 your stake no enti for ho ejim bra wo star 446 eyes now I select 5 numbers between 1 and 30 and 9 na bibia so it be akoso wo mo boa abajimedi na akoso and anyway 7 p.m. ye pon game na 2 hours time na jumedi also and a high sense in pain for boy chidom say if you be there if you be draw na some give be there na won so ko anim say the Jude all my asundwe and AC no we be BSC so say tafa minim manatas won say misra na ye Jude na ye otete we BSC e so ti enfrawa enya se kutokra nti Jude a have kai etifo Jude dey yes a ti but what is also benya high sense product e bo papa won say awo wom there's a year AC papa but what they say also odo ho ebetimi achieve na je say the aye na aye no but what they say over GB so na o pe ene water dispensers a hold on the be sisifia ma ene microwave blenders rice cooker kettle irons air fryer and na wo hia ni nyina no odo ni chemo high sense one showrooms ahodo ni nana on sabetimi akabi ye nkrabata ne doso de kind of showroom no mpacho bomode a na fo ani echiremu ewo emi ahodo ya mbebosi on sa ebetimi akaba before then from 05 from 0302 550000 upuso amana ombejo so Accra Achimota Amrahia Bachona Dansoman East Legon Kaswa La Paz West Hills Mall ohono mo sansone tema Kumasi Takwa de Fakwa Mankesimo Boase Sunyani Techiman Kaneshi Tamale Hohoi ena Kofori Dia Huinanom Yebutu eni kaseme wo me se wodo ni chim Kumasi tano so a ye na nkrabate ohono fufuro kwa ye bi sanso ena afenya eye mata ekono ukọ hono mo so a ye bi fufuro ena eye hachon so boyi ohono ma okwa ye product ni na no onsa ebetimi akabi ne bibia so etimi akoso ente ebekwa kofa the second half of the game etimi at the amount pitch no so any stadium hono yakosi so still go besamba anasa in the city
well Gibia to me see in this game go betimi aba it can come from any of the two teams, you know. The way I pitch now, you know, you cannot predict. But I think that in the second half, as difficult as the first half, no, MIA.
All right, see, Nations FC Esu Frasa Ferrade, or Marco Tosantini Abuchenku, or Mobichinemu. So look, before you go, Kitwebi, the referee, Sopa, or starting, you were so positive about him. 45 minutes, very bold in his decision making. I
don't think, sir, the first 45 minutes, you know, anybody would have qualms. We should say, despite his young age, you know, or enough quality, he has the boldness to handle huge games. And say we are 17-year-old near Mount this crucial game, Asante Kotoko Nations FC, and always a big opportunity, and he had two shoulders. So, and he's lived up to expectations. I think, sir. So far, he's been flawless. I mean, yes, sure, so we are complaining, say we taking decision, be any so take it. Yes, he would not be 100%, but at this moment, I think that we're crossing even the pass mark, we're crossing 80%. He's been super good in this encounter.
All right, since I know Solomon Amankwa, young corner commentator, Bismarck Kusa, all the way from Abran Kase, now for the second half commentary, and Twasumaye.
Center referee Angelos Akurugu Adongwa Senaben akansi ofe tosumi no ye dia hihye so ye hwese hwan ena obetimi edi enkurimo fe di kanobi a entimi amfabo anto atem ofe tosumi ne hwese Nations FC ene Asante Kotoko hwan ena betimi edi enkurim e wa kansi me throwing ye to edi atia Asante Kotoko apimbo na mana trash ye e throwing a Nations FC ye to Arieti Asante Kotoko. Samalo Seko for atobo no ade a kire aye foul ye po ade a kire Nations FC Ofeto sinunum bedin a che ofedi kan sanse afenunu mi no obi apese wodi nkunim e wa kan senum Mohamed Kamara o ka che ne manche se omomom no no ompega bon fasim Kamara pega bon na dia sim e won fifi afem Hilaria double apem nenso bon no ntimi anko ba bia akodi Mohamed Kamara wasom Papa no ade achemu be woni fifi afem mo mawura pem Walid Fuseni apia so den so da bi Patrick Asiedu refisi atra ejeto fanti Asante Kotoko Raymond Oko Gripman Bono na kofa bono beto ade ti Asante Kotoko wato bono tenten dia chem Neso apia so amani goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara Uchaba tenten dia chem fifi afem Bahuri apem akwanya neso goalkeeper Hadina Bariu asomo dia Nations FC Papa ne tenten dia chemu fifi nenso bia ho anka amana trashe aye throw in Asante Kotoko eto e de Nations FC Bono fifi afem Nations FC akai se da ya hoten Prince Bedu Kevin Ampo for the one kwachi apeja chemnenso Kotoko yefi wa ball shot goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara so mo dia makrobia Kumas Asante Kotoko nenso uko Drew Kumasia ibirumu esamane se omoye metema Joseph Ablo who said akurugu adongo de nakasa wabon kokko se wanya hweye isan se wo fe di kan wo ye bi wo fe toso bi no we wasa ye biem ti we e kokko bo atwato Emmanuel Ado wo mo hanep wo mo tetene papa isan se peche ne nsheda nyesa nso no toye na ma Page ni swa yemnenti bonu bokura na afa hodi anhyeme ntimi nko aye free kick here boy de ti Asante Kotoko Razak Simpson wasahene Edema Nations FC na awia yi wono ene chira ball na chi apija ball no ede achemu nensu goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara so mu ema Nations FC player ne pimti referee say aye foul yem fa to ni muntia Nations FC
I think it was a very good ball into the 18-yard box, but it always, now a advantage goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara. He came for the grab, but then clashing into the player, and eventually player now hit to the deck in pain. I just hope say a big injury because in Sunito Sana, and the moment I'll be stretching, one stretch here, a problem at me, but that's why a lot of players don't like playing in the rain. But I just hope say I will bet me actually now this particular injury, an injury, me affected the player. He's been very, very good to the team, and I hope so. I coming back onto the pitch.
Make say you should track and see the sense. Nations as a brand here or top from non Timmy. And sorry, any naso anti Jefferson obetimi as a Jan naso na fee. Yanya Quanya etimi atwa can see the so. Ghana Premier League winning match, a toss with Numa Yebo. Uhwa afede no mienu asede me di kan ede to dwa no. Buako Pramaso Asante Kotoko Enche Nation Sepsida. Etiamu hwe ni mu se no betimi aya atwa sa abakosem ni. Nation Sepsi so ye bia se wo mema na koso awo ho a. Se na be ya dabi omo so betimi bia ya asemaka. Se ye ba ya Pramaso be den. Sa Asante Kotoko betimi ahye e wo so. Lord Amoa. A GPL no dey feeling some Kubejew. The border Kobe Nkumo dey ma party kase do. Ese do apega border chairman timi ankoba bia. Nations FC Asante Kotoko. Bona trash ya referee through with Yenton Fantia. Asante Kotoko. Martin Akogo. Watu wedi achemu Nations FC Wombeti mi atu atredi kawa Ibo na achemu ya kwenya nansu dabi Kona kika yebo Arieti Asante Kotoko Sima Edrionu mienu ntamwani Weni akaisi ya tosunim Ghana Premier League afi 2025-2026 season Nations FC corner kick Apiga bore di achira Asante Kotoko Mohamed Kamara hurapim Asa trash ya referee a goal kick Ede ma Asante Kotoko Sene agopama no so en wa be shego e be den ese obi betimi ate se Kotoko sha be den dia Nations FC se Nations FC sha be den e dia ma Asante Kotoko esa se agopama no so amabo ne bo no aye den papa goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara apija area chemu mbo no atran finfin wo mahura pim azak since na pim bona free wo ene wo bon homo den the man nation say we kire wo pa apopo no dia fa benkum so Patrick Kasiedu apopo ni say tum area chemu ku bona ko di hu bejew jew na di bona ko na sha chi bona feren afanu no mienu bia bo no modern akwanya de Asante Kotoko na so there be.
So there was a beautiful strike from Philip Amo, but then again I think Sir Kevin Ampofo areas of this nature already the pitch quality on Fabon and then down who 8-yard box anymore. How Philip Amo pick a ball no, then he decided to go for that strike. If not for that deflection, Kai would have been in big trouble at the Nations FC. Good work done for the defensive setup, but Kevin Ampofo should be careful in and around those areas.
Corner kick Kotoko airboard the Nations. Patrick Kasiedu apija ball de achemu. Tromine ko edi ama Kotoko. Patrick Kasiedu sa Jamaica eko fato edi ama Asante Kotoko. Patrick Kasiedu atubone tenchedi achemu 8-yard box no mahura pem akoto ampa ho Nations FC womo eni kwa ball no dabi
It was a slap to his face, and I think this should have been a yellow card for Hubejewu. He was nowhere near the ball. When you touch of the ball, when you be there, but the moment of stretching inside, ever touching the face of the player, ebe halty an attack no, that is a foul. And I think that Hubert Jewu should deserve to be given a yellow card in that incident.
Yellow card ako Eriama Hubert Jewu a usi akan Erima Asante Kotoko. Yellow card makoma ensa na ba kan sie ni. Bienu akọ Eriama Asante Kotoko ba akọ Eriama Nation FC. Tie he. Sima aduonu mansi antamu ani. Ghana Premier League no we match toso enuma yebo ewo Abran Kese Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. After no supporters no mamba. Nansu titiriu. Asante Kotoko hwe ni mu se abakosema da group ma so betimi ahwe no matimi atwam. So mo betimi atwam. So mo ntimi ntwam. Yeguso epemso. Ivan Safo. Oh, he player. Ya foul no. Ewa kan se mu pa. Ivan Safo. I will see Academy Nation FC. Coach Abdul Karim Zito. Wono Enzo ja touchline in the man no e kasa. Cheto aka nsi no so. Ajibo no e dia kire mu nanso e offside tia Asante Kotoko. Sima duonu manso yegu so pem soko. Obi entemi fa ball to no nyonko atem. Nations FC NSHB Asante Kotoko NSHB Ghana Premier League we match toso enum a wo hwe e wo nua TV live commentary that's here yede Emma Nations FC no mai bola chemo on fifi afem aye foul ye bo edeti Asante Kotoko sanse Morafin Donzo Wono ekotwa Kevin Ampofo Edneto form Captain Edema Nations FC and so Sahin Edema Nations FC Razak Simpson Wono akojira bon echi Saso ena Raymond Oko Grepman Wono so ejira bon echi referee akurugu adongo ahye na be wabobo na kwakopem Morafin Donzo Asante Kotoko womoni kwa bonu mfimfin Lord Amoa wadi ama Philippa mo amwa pia so di ama Lord Amoa Peja bona da chimne so ma pimbo na fi Goalkeeper man wa pimbo na fi ho Patrick Kasedu afa benkum across bona da chimu a goal kick e ko dia Nations FC isa say Patrick Kasedu kona no ball ro boy no e try line na sana isa bam Goalkeeper Hadina Bariu Apija ede achemu mfimfi afem Philippa Ajibone Fedensem Nations FC Atwabone tentedi achemu nanso Goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara atubona sadi akwakoche Kubejew Jew betimi atwa akwada so krabo ni mu agya no want to form referee ento aso can say my day. Obiante me fa bon to no yon kwatenam. Throw in here to Edia Nations FC. Pata Kasidu. When you free kick Ediama Kotoko. One Casaso or Mokra. I go from Manu so I say, and then she a turn and young one. Telling each other who born a financial fan, you know, be a body home thing say, Obey me a team couldn't ever can see.
I think Peter Midiakwa is struggling to beat his marker the left side of Kotoko more attack, and clearly that is one area Kotoko Monsheda and more in there, especially when a year 1v1 situations. Because in the second half, the last 5 minutes, Peter Midiakwa enya about 2 1v1 situations. If Otimi lay on a pass or Otimi beating a marker, the likelihood say Obetimi at the ball will be managed to attract him higher, but he's not been able to do that. And Amakotoko more attack from the left side, and so that working Mamu. Then again, from the right side, Philip Amo has not been extremely good in this game. But an Ore Kotoko bench now difficult bringing in anybody from the bench to play in that position. It means that so Satraya just movie who from the midfield to the wings and bring in either Emmanuel Entry or any other midfielder, and on a major of the headache for the coach because attackers and Shada and Dawson Honum Inusa Ebim, and of course one player body this year Philip Amo Babe Fribo. As to whether say Inusa Ebetwa Babe are the more quality on the right wing Asante Kotoko Brenda Betre. He's also an excellent player. Yeah, also Eddie Eba on board.
Philip Amo, if I can see him, Ama Adam Inusa on a Bessia can be Eddie Asante Kotoko. I won't say Refi Akachi and say Mohamed Kamara 1 3 years now with delay time. Between us, we are boy trapped out there, my goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara. But the ball not work. But who said Joseph Fablo? When in the Manchester Casase Bromo, and your coin for born and queen, when you bet me a bois. I want to me and you go over can say, dear her. Say, and no other call, I can say, Kotoko, Eshe, and I say Nation Safety, everything couldn't. Ikuta Nations FC. Patia so Adiama Farouk Mohamed Nesu and Timianko. A trashy throwing here too. Adetia Asante Kotoko. Prince Vedu. Short of boy no there. And you debate me Mohamed Kamara.
It was a very good try. You called the goalkeeper off guard, but then I think Mohamed Kamara saw the ball coming all the way through and Omeki that grab now. Very, very good positioning, and I think a good decision from him.
Patrick Asiedu, goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara, somebody ama Asante Kotoko. Wato Edia Fabinkum, wadi ama Patrick Asiedu. Asiedu APP asukona ni. Apiga ntententi ya chemna so mayi bona free ho. Ase rapem. Na so bono pem kra se de be beto agopa wan so anante ntimi nyesa. Tiji so de ahodi nsem na bone den. Throwing us Asante Kotoko to Edia Nations FC. Patrick Asiedu. Tonetentedi achemu. Neso Raymond Oko Grepman. Pimbo na dia friwo. Akwakodi Patrick Asiedu. Lord Hilary Adabo de Patrick Asiedu asapeja bone dia achemu. Neso Derby Nations FC. Fuseni Walid Neymar. Derby. And say Asante Kotoko between your great was shot. Nelson Adam Group premier. Asante Kotoko Edetia Nations FC.
That was a very beautiful run from the new substitute Inusa. because clearly he was trying to say that Kobe break it through the right wing. He did that to perfection, but the final delivery effort to Morris Findonzo, our setting up Lord Hilary Adabu. The strike, it take a ricochet off for a corner kick. Very good start for the youngster.
Kwame Boachi Ababe Richard Danso and the Frakensi him.
It's been very quiet. I will give him more Richard Danso. No be expected say Obetime I like to have the game after that previous performance at Nation FC able to about with me and Yesa in this game. As to whether say Kwame Boachi Ababe added more value to the play, Obetime Ababe added enough of good performance in the play, time will tell. But so far, so very good. I think that Kotoko in the second half are trying so at least Ometimenya go a game way move.
A corner kick, Patrick Asedu. A Pigabon Tenteni Achemu. A blow up Pima Banesi goalkeeper Hadina Bariu. Wasomo Ediaman Nations FC. I'm a referee. Ajifao Ediamano. Pianso. Popon Tenteni Bona Fifin. Nations FC. Martin Akogo, a Bobona Chimzu, Yajibona Felinsem. Kotoko, a offside. Morafin Dozo, where you be, so between your good Yama. Kotoko Nenzo. Wuntimi, Enya Sakwanyano.
He had a very good strike partner in Albert Amoa. And Oyamor Findunzo, I'll be using the energy, pin ball not to her. Then Albert Amoa will use his skill and his intelligence of the ball movement, picking balls, But and then Yabono as the main lethal forward. And the nature of the pitch, I will say all the time, only the target man, no ball, no man. So you will not see the best of Morifin Donzo in this game. But he's been very, very, very useful because he's able to put himself on the line, making sure so blocking balls and obey balls and Asante Kotoko. But so far, yes, he's not been that lethal because of goals, but I think his importance to this setup, unquestionable.
Monikura Kotoko Nesha Jeff from Winsam. Atrashe a throw winner. Asante Kotoko to Edia Nations FC. Patrick Asedu. Pato Ediama Lord Hilary Adabu. Patrick Piaso Akoma. Jose Fablo. Abloria Fedifa. Wadiama Lord Amoa. Amoa de Bonacobinkum. Wadiama Samba Onelo. Pijabon and Tempaso Fanifa. Adabinusa. What question and one you have a bona trust here? A goalkeeper Nations FC airball Edia Kotoko. Goalkeeper Hadina Bariu. One and Jabonechi. Anyone Nations FC. Pijabonachim. I could in FM. Sambo Nella Pim. I could Pitami Duakwa. Aquanet. And you mentioned Uncle you from out the cry. Next when you're training at the Asante Kotoko. Patrick Asedu. A Piazobako. A Pigabona Tentedia Chemo. Next what Tasha Maye throwing a yeto. Ediatia Kotoko. Walid Fuseni Nema. Utimise Sene. Agopamano so into a break akra. Bona trashe throwing here to Ediatia Asante Kotoko. Raymond Okogrepman. Batumone de Chemo. Bona kwa di Prince Bedu. Bedu ajibono fifu Piaso Edia Kwechi. Bona Fabinkum. Akwa di Kwame Boachi. Ajibona de Feninsem. Ajibona de Bona Fanifa. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Nesu debi. Morofin Donsu crossing bona kopimi here. A three winner Kotoko Eto Ediatia Nations FC. Lord Amoa. Tubona dia kwechi. the man Lord Hilaya double appears to the man Lord Amoa and what pick up on the Chemu next goalkeeper Hadina Bari wapimbo everywhere. The height in 1 year papa when your baller Lord Hilaria double. But the one about Lord Amoa a trash throwing here 2 Ediatia Nations FC Sima Adjoson back on Temuani Nations FC and Shebi Asante Kotoko in Shebi the Ghana Premier League match at Tosuenum Lord Amoa to Lord Hilaria double. What the man Lord Amoa Hilaria double abonnents one a copy my corner kick a yepo at the Nations FC. I can say my to be a random so bet me a partner. I can say send me kind of two just say well bet me I should go can be a bad thing. Eddie am opponent so bet me I take an corner kick Asante Kotoko elbow at the Nations FC. While name a pega bonnet the chairman to goalkeeper Hadina Bari was a born in Mariama Nations FC. Sima Adjoson Mieno Bari wa pega bonnet tempa so that Chemu FM Samba O'Neil she born at the free war Nations Prince Bedu I don't want the crab on Finfin a foul year boy at the tia Kotoko Razak says and I cover bon fee and the one between Finfin and a referee Akurugu Adongo Farouk Mohammed Efri Akansi Ama Samuel Tete one on the Beshemesi Akani bi Ediama Nations FC Kumasi Asante Kotoko Jibono Finfin and say Debbie.
That would have been a very good attack for Asante Kotoko, but Morifin Donzo pass on it and locate Peter Midu Aqua. I think sir Unisa Musa Ebemuno there a lot of pressure about on the right side of the attack because it's fresh, very tricky, very diminutive, and or direct into Amana very difficult marking him out of the game so far. And Oba Ononi Lord Amoa at the right side, they are always pressure say at least omit me in your openings. As to whether say omit me in your openings within the final minutes of this game, time will definitely tell. But I think he's been spot on coming in the game.
Hadina Bari goalkeeper Ediman Nations FC Meka said the money more also anywhere can say Mpanya Asante Kotoko say cross be Asante Kotoko be e won 8-yard box mo bon homodin say obetimi asoboni Adami Nusa when the crab no nanso there be.
I think it should be a yellow card for the Nations FC defender Samuel Oseku for that was not how you stop a ball, even though referee ball on play on because Inusa had the opportunity to run to the 80-yard box, but the initial ball nearby should have been a free kick and of course a yellow card.
A goal kick here for Asante Kotoko Sima Adjoson and 9 Tamuani Samba O'Neil wapega ball no dia fan Finfin afem Neso yi amana trash here throw in a yeto Ediatia Nations FC Patrick Asedu appear so that come Lord Hilaria double a bon amana chimnenso Nations FC Samuel Oseku for Ibon from one asa kwa kodi Lord Amoa bobo na asa kwa kopi masaje atwen Edia Fadi Fafa so across the ball na chimnenso there be Ekobada Minusa Emma Nations so clear and how much born every war Nations FC one of the born echo Nations Pia so metimi a shegwe di kan ba short na so na baby cry
That was a nice try from Nations FC. I think he should have rather located the running teammate rather than say Obeko for an individual strike. But it wasn't a bad attempt, but always born in that echo away from goal.
Emmanuel no one and a boss shot to Lorenzo.
Evan Safo.
A goal kick a ball. Appeya at the chimney, so my pin bottom 50 FM. Nation says a referee Akurugu Adongo say a foul in front of na Imunti Asante Kotoko Sanse was a Bantero Kuchano Patrick Asiedu. Razak Sense in Bonechi. Everybody nation, Chelsea. La catch the man tell us on Munkum. No pick up on FSC, but pick up on the Asante Kotoko 8 box in woman with no Mamu Bonafio.
That is a bookable offense. And of course, the referee, Akulugu, has shown him the yellow card.
Yellow card, I call Ediama. Prince Bedouin said, a crowd fast. One Adaminusa. Judge track and see the Nations FC, a branch tobacco, and I hope about the center referee. Angelos Akurugu Adongo was here to interest in my brand, young branch and a fina quenya, intimi and twasso. Sima at your son and son will be intimi for about total young quarten. Nations FC and Shebi, Asante Kotoko and Shebi. Ghana Premier League winning match at Osu Numa. Jebo Asante Kotoko Chitaforo Womo Romania Brepa say Womo Betimi Atwatana Ewa Kesi Sanse Omo Nations were had that Channel Swami say Nations so much he become a boy against Red Blacks or Mosha Monosono Womo so I had the amount so much so Betini Dinkunim Kotoko winning match at Tosso and Naya Obo Ewa Ghana Premier League Mumi and Sa upon the home day, Oko Brekum, Echo Shea Brekum Chelsea.
In the 4 games, Kotoko, we need to about 3 games where we need to draw 1. This is the 4th game about this season, and if it ends this way, it means that 4 games, Obenya 8 points, 2 victories, and then 2 draws.
Patrick Asedu Ajibono Binkuma Faso, Yibon dia Fanfinfi, Nelson Razak Sims and Piandina to form Hama Center referee, Akurugu, Adongo, Ajifao, Adiatia, Kotoko.
Last 10 minutes of the game, Kotoko, I had just 1 substitution, and I think coach, I realize each and every single player is pushing up, trying as much as possible. So make me a victory. I think this is where I was coach, through the likes of Emmanuel entry to bring in a bit of stability and then a bit of attacking intent into the team. So far, I'm almost starting a ball game out to now. They've been rock solid, but I think that they need other legs to come and then join the team.
Samba Onelo, Bobona Manakopim, when you go kick, Ediama Kotoko. Goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara. Jadi Kambanu Koko. Say, Wanyaki ya yadi. Kuko sa dia nebe cheno. Tisi wa manu wae ha. Chenebe ya center referee Akurugu Adongo. Emane honcheno. Peja bona dia chemu fifi afem. Apopo ni tumeri ya chemu. Jose Fabro Mohamed Kamara yibora manatashi Ferowina yeto de ti Asante Kotoko Kwame Boache Ajibono Binkum Kwame Oribora kwa koche Lord Amoa Neso yasaji bona de from nsem Wali Nema Apopona tenteni achemu fifi afem Patrick Asedu Samuel Oseko for Ibona Fiwo Atrashie Kotoko nyatru na woto editian wasine shi santo fantia Kotoko mum Edi kan okasa Kotoko nto fantia nations se wose nation sento fantia Asante Kotoko Sima edi wotwe ba ko ntemo na kasima nkron ene de referee Akurugu adongo de batoso akense no menyina beba na wieye obi antemi mfa ball nto ne nyonko atam apega ball no ede a cha Asante Kotoko 80-yard box ne so maye fi wo Samuel Oseko for pia so de amakwame Boache Kwame atwe ba ko na so pass Kwame man na nko pitch le niam maye ne kra eniam maye kra na so afani mi no bia ball ho modern Kwame Boache da from referee say e foul yam fanto na yemuntia Kotoko Jerese betimi anya go ana go so wa kan say mu afanu no mi rutin so bia bere san say wo mu air control ball no pitch ne so kwa na yedin e dia momu bara fin donzo nenso ne ho anya ha ball ni kura Asante Kotoko se on fa bona nko eche se Joseph Ablo ono aje bona dia to opia so maka chere so munko mu naso referee so san fa bona nko eche Joseph Ablo aje bona se Kamara Mohamed ono ka se bona si Mohamed Kamara pega bona tenten ede ache mu naso razak sense the rapping Kotoko Lord Hilaria Tabu went to the Nabon say Jeffrey Sem Jeluka then young one said call and the man nation FC Ivan Safo.
I think so that area he had the luxury of the ball just to give a pass rather than saying Kobayese or turning. Yeah, this is the incident. Just give a pass rather than turning. And Olusu Bono, he had to drag down Hubert Jewu, and that is an offense. Of course, a yellow card. The referee has been spot on, and I think but now at least 85 minutes of the game, he has had about 90% of every decision in this game correct. So far, he's been spot on. He's been in charge. He's been in control. Yambona Baso.
Asante Kotoko yen sakaye. Kubejewu efra kenseni.
Seth Kaju, another intelligent midfielder coming in to replace Ubejewu. Now they need players who to make control game, players who to add a bit of quality on the final pass. And I think Seth Kaju comes in with that quality. As to whether said the last 5 minutes, Obit maybe change Kotoko team, a different conversation. But I think they needed his presence and maybe a bit my magic in Amamo.
Center referee Akurugu Adongo wane Nations FC Emantede Dinkomo Goalkeeper Kadina Barry wajano watu form the referee see emehene na fei yenti bi nya kwanya ento akansi ne so akasima enum no the referee de beto so akansi ni nyina beba na wieye And who say center referee?
Yes, I think Roland, Raymond, there's injuries. Raymond and him. I think blood but the referee was instructing him because so far there's blood oozing out, and then on top from now you need to be ushered out of the field. Now Oko receive medical attention, and so far the referee not in every single decision ever given him. We say we the yellow card. As to why not the yellow card in the betray no the betray, but he's been super good and they ever give him.
Say center referee Akurugu Adongo just a shell actually nyina yefi esan say ensu etowa go permission nya asam ketwa na yembi kura gitum senya de akanse de betimi abaso nenso empedifo ahwa makanse no abaso yellow card no yi minim de be no goalkeeper Hadina Baru and a one shot with the bench in the sunset. Ojina Hano Jana Hoto or Jitum say, as it would delay into your hair. Yellow card center referee, Akorugu, Adongo, or the Bechano. Mahon Nations FC, and Manchano Sanso, and a Pitami Duakwa. Rono Sejaho. Meka say, afi Ghana Premier League referees in modern ball so far matches are actually in no omo modern ball so any papa yellow card call Ediama Hadina Bari
because there was no incident when referee Nations Raymond Gripman Ekasa say uncle out he didn't want to leave, so the only thing say goalkeeper in better form to try say obe delay a bit of time, say the medical team in the park and so that player treating on the field, and that is on sportsman like anything of referee in yellow card at that channel.
A free kick Asante Kotoko ball at the Nations FC and no na who say Imanola no any Razak sense no more complaining minimum de kodi airporting omo che say enye ho no so the ball to referee so che say ahaya na so the trumpet so the ball ko akiri and so center referee Angelo Sakurugu Adongo was here one on fanto no more. Kotoko free kick our ball at the Nations FC. We catch up say upeja wonsa na ball ni bonsa obeje penalty de tiao. Wale Nema ejira ball na chi. Patrick Asiedu ejira chi. Samba Wonel so ejira chi minim do bebo. Patrick Asiedu na free kick our ball ni nyina bie no a. Akoye Eriama Asante Kotoko.
I think he will pass for Samba O'Neil to go for that power. That's what they are trying to do. But what comes out of this? It's a perfect position for the team to probably get a goal.
He said, "I was short, and that's one of him." And your corner kick, our ball at the Nations FC.
The world did his job to perfection. That's what they are meant for.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko hwenim so betimi edin kudimu akansi eliminations there bi da abakwasa na wa asem nhyɛ yɛ dana no a ɛne yɛpɛsɛ yɛ kura mu Simba edu ɔwɔtwe enkron aka ɛni tete bɛsɛ edu da Simba edu ɔkɔ ne nyira so konaki party kɛse edu apega bɔ na de akyeme ne nso ma yibɔ na firi hɔ Walid Fuseni or the party kesi or the bona performance ready. And Timmy and Consider and Copenono. Party kesi do. Basa Edia Chimu. Omasa Pimefrio. Sambo Nella Quacobo. And Koye. Then so Peter Midwaka. Ajiboni Kama. Ajiboni de film in 7. Nations FC. One bona de Boneco. Opia so the Bonacoma. Ibanala no dance there. They went to Bianco. Goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara Sum Sima Jokuni nyina so referee say fa Sima nson ana nto akansie no so 7 minutes ana e dey ato so Kumasi Asante Kotoko mante ni bia so betimi Abom Homode bona kwa coordination FC Ape ya dia chemna so Mohamed Kamara so Ariama Asante Kotoko Wato Ariama Samba Wonele piepia so de banani Trying to dia chemu Nenso Razak sense na pime free obona sakodi Kotoko Peter Miduakwa Shibona Manatrashi through in a Kotoko Eto Editia Nations FC and after no you be about homodin Shibona dia chemu once again almost up Nations Kotoko aje Lord Amwa.
This is a yellow card offense for Lord Amwa. He had 0 touch of the ball, but then Oklata into Emmanuel Ano, and I think the referee I so sober in that decision. I think it should have been a yellow card for Lord Amwa.
Sima and so I to make us say Yabomu Mienu Amanaka Simanum. Jeguso Epemsoko. I can say this Ekobase a yeti penku and young way sanse. A phenomenon be an and so better at an assassin be so and not so better how many the ball out to trim.
Since November, Kotoko, we need just one away game. And it was the opening game in the Ghana Premier League 2025-26. Ebro Mokoshe become Chelsea by 1-0. And in that game, Kotoko share a late goal. As to whether so Metima share a late goal in this particular game, no, very, very, very difficult to predict. But I think they really need to work on their away performances because it is not good for a club like Asante Kotoko. In the Ghana Premier League, the last time I Kotoko a winning match since November, just one in terms of their away performances. It's not been good for them so far. But you know how they will end this game with the last 4 minutes of the game.
A center referee Akurugu Adongo Ashena Be Razak Simpson was signing at the Nations FC. A Pijabono at the Chemu Asante Kotoko so my Yibon Free. Who say referee say a foul young Fantoni Muntia Asante Kotoko Kwame Boache a back game in the back into the Muncha so
maybe this will be the last opportunity for Nations FC to try and test Mohamed Kamara because throughout the game, and Yabia Nations Ashada pose a bit of threat to him. Ebia Razak Simpson from this angle, he scored that last season. Etienne F obetimi from this angle, obetimi nyago Edama Nations FC. Perfect opportunity to kill the game.
Razak Simpson Jabonachi Kwame Boache and Ivan Safo, Mummy and Sanina Bonachi, Nimbo Safo Konachi, Razaka Konachi, Kwame Boache Konachi. Ivan Safo, Boboni Buhunu, a Bobon Diafa baby cry. A goalkeeper, Asante Kotoko Ebo, Editia Nations FC. Na who say Mohamed Kamara, Okasache and Mranchedon. Sima and so I did also make us say Abomu Enum, Akasima Mino center referee. Akurugu Adongo Beshana Bay, Area Canceling in Abana Ghana Premier League winning match at Tosunuma, Jepo, Ibiani Gold Stars, and Vision FC in Swedia Boni. Vision Ashemiensa and the Tiabi Ghost Stars are Omuntimi NTA. So I go for my studio. Yeah, go be a pick up on the temper so that I'm not my free. Akurugu Adongo say a foul young fan 20 Muntia. Asante Kotoko. Razak Simpson. Wono and I could jump on a chebebo editia. Asante Kotoko. I catch the man tell someone come. Upon the 10 the bona chimu. Goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara Sum. The bona pin from or the pin more car. Entering pajama. Bonne won Finfia fem. Enchebia center refi be shine bend ya kan sini nyina ba na wiye. Isa se Simanson de toso ne abonso no pepepe. Bonne won Finfia fem ya kana to form was here foul yan Fantoni Munti Asante Kotoko.
Kevin Ampofo, Ivan Safo, I think any of them. And then anyone was say the player of the match. Ebetima Kadi Amamo. Anyone I think say goalkeeper Badari and so another player Obetima gunning for the man of the match in this game. Solid performance from the two teams. 0-0 the scoreline. Once again, Kotoko keeps a clean sheet. Nations FC once again the pick a point from a home game and a good result for them. But you will take consolation for the fact that Omu and Lucy in this particular encounter against a strong opposition like Asante Kotoko pitch, what we really wanted to see, because obviously with the kind of performance that two teams able to up, and then we would have seen goals in this game if the pitch was top notch quality. But then I think the two teams SLA at a very good football or the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex.
All right, so I know
our own, let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own, let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own, let's cherish our own.
All right, so I know some of the major talking points of the game. And I will, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Nations FC, goalless at the end of 90 minutes from Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. Interesting fixture. So Asante Kotoko once again, Omoyo unbeaten in the ongoing Ghana Premier League after 4 rounds of matches. So Sanity. And once again, Asante Kotoko and Timmy Dinkunim over Nations FC. 5 matches in the Ghana Premier League. Wow, interesting. Kotoko. I don't know. This moment, Kotoko were looking to get the opener. Lovely move in the penalty box. So meeting the one at Tottenham. Good strike. Nice ball into me and finding the back of the twine. No, the course of so a honeymoon AB. Yes, Asante Kotoko once again a good platform for them to prepare against WAC of Morocco. And you joining now. Two teams, coaches, what they have to say. The player of the match. Na you must say Yanko. Na Yanko na you must say na you monitor so. TV Ghana Premier League. Yes, match day live. Nations FC nil Asante Kotoko nil. Yanko mra na ebetos.
Our performance. Well, the two teams, we all did well. We all came with an attitude of wanting to win. But the unfortunate side of our story is the field wasn't conducive. Seriously, it wasn't conducive for us to exhibit the nice football we wanted to play. So we are the both teams somehow resorted to long pass to the so that is what made the beauty of the game. Apart from that, I think when you go to play somebody's home and then you don't beat him, you come out unscattered. I think I'm okay. But we came here seriously to beat them. You saw how my boss were eagerly going for it to be able to.
Yeah. Okay. Now, two of your most creative players, Hube Jehu and Walid, were badly affected by the soggy nature of the pitch. Why didn't you change the system?
It's not like, you see, I'm building a team to face Africa, and again, I'm building a team for consistency purpose. So, do you want to tell me they only play where the field is conducive? No. They have to acquire all the experience, so that anytime we go and there are such a situation, they can do. But seriously, I'm also affected by the absence of Amwa today. I'm affected by the absence of Amwa, but we are preparing him for the Wadak game.
Another clean sheet for you. I mean, on the road, 1 point going into that game in the CAF Confederation Cup. How important is this result?
Oh, it's very, very important. You know, anytime I'm going to play a game before the African Cup, even from dreams, or the game before that game will be my plan of how to approach the FE.
Yeah.
So I saw, you know, we didn't give them space, we didn't give them time, so they were resulted in kicking high, and we sometimes even put the ball and we start to manage ourselves out. So I'm okay.
Now I saw you share a word with Kasim Mingo right after the full-time whistle. What exactly were you telling him?
I told him he's lucky.
He's lucky. We wish you the best of luck in your game against with that. That is Coach Karim Zito there of Asante Kotoko. Having spoken to him, and he says that they were actually lucky. Their opponents were lucky not to have conceded. So he ended goalless here, stalemate, but teams going home with 1 point. I'll be joined by Kasim Mingo Okanse, the head coach of Nations as well. And now, coach, 90 minutes, full-time, goalless draw, 1 point on the road. Your team's overall performance, how did you see that?
It wasn't bad, but the nature of the pitch, the priorities of a good football. But it wasn't bad. You know, normally we don't balloon the ball. We don't kick the long balls. We are used to keeping the ball, building from the behind. But because the nature of the pitch, we could not do it. So our boss were complaining. They were finding it difficult that the way we play, it doesn't suit them. I said the nature of the pitch will determine how you play. So we could have done better than this, but it's football.
Now I saw that Emmanuel Ano had some good half chances. Do you think that it was due to the nature of the pitch, that is why he couldn't convert those chances? Because I saw you fuming on the touchline.
Yes, the nature of the pitch. You know, when he moved the ball, and when the water stopped the ball, that's why he couldn't convert. About 2 goals, you should have converted them in the pitch. Oh, it's part of football.
Now 1 point going into the next game. How important would you say a draw against a team like Kotoko is?
We wanted to win, but the pitch did not help us. So we take it like that. We got a point.
Of course. Big one for you, and wish you all the very best in your next game. Coach Kasim Okanse Mingo there talking to us after that heroics with this team. He had one with Bechem United where he actually did a good job, where they found themselves in the mix. But this time they have drawn against Asante Kotoko, meaning that 5 games Kotoko have not been able to defeat this Nations FT team. You're man of the match. Congratulations to you first of all.
Thank you, sir.
Do you think that the nature of the pitch was a factor in this team not beating Kotoko today?
Oh yeah, I can say that pitch has really disappointed us. Because this is not how we play our game.
Yeah.
This is not how we play. But next time we make sure, so next time we'll go and beat them. Yes.
Now it was difficult for both teams, but what made the difference in your performance?
Oh yeah, what my coach taught me was like I should feel relaxed, like I shouldn't panic, like everything is normal. When I see the ball, I should go. If I didn't see the ball, I should stand. So that's what I put in my head, and I'm doing what I'm doing.
It's another clean sheet for you on the road, but not a win for Nations FC. What do you think must change going into your next game?
Well, my next game, I'll make sure that I'm going to encourage my strikers, especially my trisay. I'm going to encourage them so that they'll deliver goal for me.
Thank you very much, and wish you all the very best there. The goalkeeper for Nations FC being adjudged the most valuable player in.
Solid one from the team on ground. Say, well, Kumasi, Dr. Kwame Sports Complex. 2 games na banere Vision FC 45 minutes of total dominance. Almost every any goal starts by 3-0. And Asante Kotoko, Kupimu, Dr. Kwame Sports Complex, one more entry and partner with Nations FC. Solo, draw no by or Abrankasi.
Yeah, my catch observation, baby, or Modano. They really, if they really want to stay in the league, they need to get the 3 points, and then eventually Omunya 3 points. For maybe any goals that I expect to say at least I'm betting my picking 1 point from this game. I didn't see them winning, and Omulu see by 3-0. But for the featured game, I think say I stated clearly, say game way me who more of a draw, but as a victory, beba. I think Asante Kotoko a bit of an advantage to win, but the ideal result, I mean, who game we move a draw, and eventually it ended in a draw from the start to finish. I think two coaches in acknowledge say the nature of the pitch, you know, the kind of football they wanted to play, and it is solely true because Kotoko Hawa or Mobo, now nations how Mobo. These are two teams that play on that possessive based type of football, and so on such a picture it doesn't give you the room to exploit those kind of football, no? And we didn't see much action, especially when it comes to those strikes from the wings. How important Pitamidu Aqua how important Emmanuel Ano but all these players who so much in the game because pitch type of football but I think that 1 point and Kotoko not scoring once again Dr. Kwame Sports Complex, not winning over Nations FC, not beating Kasim when or your coach at home. I think the record still continues.
Solid one there from Solomon Amanko, the Superman. May Dan me me bamba pick your course. Also agreeing to the same city. Nyame adomo tinano the Black Stars of Ghana Nigina community matches no e be e wo hono but yemba nyame adomo Monday we have a big game for you. Yedan ho abesi ayeba mema won so afre na yedin komo tiawa na yedesi yeba zia.
Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish.
Emribi etwem apomuden ho nsem agi ensem ho emma osuru yedin emma sase ediawere ho enti onyankopon nam da esumu eda enua eni habama ebeji adasama enkwa ekire adujamfi okumanini barima enu akire no adujamfi esa kotra kwayem ededuanan agwamfa nsuo ankana no menu mienu apomuden penti wenti enigisem onyankopon de yare nyina so tumi ahye Dr. Tamda sonsa gise di wawuo anase yesie no nko a ene wontimi na yare sabia hode wasi
Division 1 league is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Women's Premier League is back again. And the what can one and EJ can one the ration one the what can one and EJ can one the ration one.
All right, so the ration one. This is Ghana Premier League match day live on Onia TV. Yes, games me in there tough from no. Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex, a whole any day live coverage, you know. If you ever more Nations FC and Shebia Asante Kotoko, and so to me and to now call a year tema new town, Neo Krakow the third sports complex, and so a copium say Bobu Kwa the Vision FC, Eshe, Bibiani Gold Stars, defending champions, 3-0, second half goals, beautiful. And then Mediama Sporting Club, the yellow move boys and almost a fee league and on the Kotakwa, almost Eshe 2-1 against Dreams FC. Na eno Memphis down firma wana wobo mechi dom na miwia na me bia homa na atom na wonso etimi afre na me wadi nkomo kakra na ye se de che no so esitie ebo no nso a dewa 539 direct no koso ento webo star 446 hash na between 1 and 39 no was select 5 numbers was select 5 numbers now we take it from 5 cities and above chrono na je say wenya kakra de agwachi 7 pm ye draw ne bo a onso kakra we wo no sabetimi aka yakopon ye wa dom na 5 direct ni na akobbo a sika odi twa ye bia na ebe times no times 50,000 so 4 ba ebe times 5,000 na je say 3 ba unyiska 2 ba unyiska nti bomodin so do ho ebe jim nti wo bo star 446 hash na wa select option no na wa to aso between 1 and 39 no obenya kakra ego bottom high sense in penny for so say showrooms ahodo bebre ene ukrum ha enti enen me kan fom say open no me beboa na efi asomdwaba say TV air fridges air fryer and den na wo hia open irons, kettles, rice cooker, blenders, microwave, water dispensers, and open sound system, open TV, open smartphones, washing machines, gas cooker, me bacho den na open furniture room. El high sense wana tena na mwa unim se wo bia so etimi akoso kama etimi de ama me ba cho wa wo hwe me na enumre frɛ me 0302 973 185 0302 973 185 ofra eni diemu eni an brase kwa so TV na wo hwe no mute no entie hu TV no so wo phone na kura na wo de ye call no tie hu so ye ni nkomo obeje enjoy conversation no me adwuma na nyedin misrelpa me ba cho oba obebo udin na wa kire bebia ugina a wo kasa na ye di enkomo 0302 973 185 0302 973 185 na wafre eni diemara misremo me de erade pamucho ofra low TV no na yenka on the phone me first caller me ba to udin be free
yeah good evening hello
o tie no
hello good evening hello
yeah from say hina ugina
apeja abranche the video the passion and kututi
na wo kuntuzi na wutie hu TV no so no
na be be one day new
nice one David anka make ke bia chro ye tie omni a wejane hey David kuntuzi for echa munya ene kuntuzi for there omni onua there I had to say 5 and 6 no the other masse nyame nhira papa but oba lowa TV no na yankasa man common nyede yemfa calls near have a conversation about the Premier League no it's live on Onia TV but your first say hina free your first say
about from George
YouTube
about the nearly for no I think I saw mom go to my family I have to bring you say when you are coaching at the top funny you have to leave your mom one cafe and I'm not pam coaching it on here omudi tu ayefa on be adisia but I say minority
Mr. Medase bye bye no need the edeno or see biani now balus na any de ni nanza na no mpam coach from Pomanzo coaches so they form with money I say you my di normal. All right, 0302973185 ofra walowa TV no ni akasa fefe te say bre your free but can I say come oko ye 2025 October na we ntimo ma adwuma ne nyamre oi but your first say hina ugina
but
your first say Israel from Pristia.
Yes, okay, shalom.
Shalom. You too.
Shalom. We not say no part. We not say. A big part on the shoulder of Kotoko and so lieutenants. So when you this youthful guy, or this.
Say.
But your family, Nana
the hurry I see it you.
Okay. The hurry I see tell about it. Baby kind of. Mebo abaso any eduma power bo baby I am him mubo eduma na akopon sham na match now on boy ndi me dey na me can fese Kotoko luso because me phobia fa you see am win here no aso mo ne abepe so atache
ai
na ball na mo ball the front no ball no leye me insure na say ha ge kakra. Also, Ghana no play no because born to me the whole way I said tired everything. And I referee so yeah who said tell my analysis no. I said the am be can as a referee no che. It means that mo share there and am boy juma and I referee no so yeah the boy juma. It na ko share no share referee no and ye juma pa o my. So yeah and ye bo be na to kwadi so open here. Captain and only Kotoko defender back no more so that's football. That's it. If you go back,
all right.
Now me bomb fire say na me aduma obi you be win a match na feel leg no yaji you be am the whole ya tala liberty we check for their phone na go for share oba pa Christine do we asinana and you say dem share bia God bless you.
Hey the whole ya say the way I have a DDD. All right, the way I said it was about to movie of review. Eddie DAC, Yami Aduma, Repep, Ebesan Animal Eddie share 3 games so far in the week 5. Dreams FC Lusu to Medium 2-1, and then Vision SFBN by 3-0. Kotoko and the Wunia nominations about goalless or Dr. Kwame Sports Complex. And the DAC. Meeting Eddie Isaac and Sapage out to Solomon Manco, the Superman and Can. This Marco Kusapon now or your commentator and Manassas and so Ed Switch director. Kwame Amuyimano loss of Upono and a producer boy and maybe so it me a course. Yamia Dumna Dumtumia, Ebesan anymore dear Shadum, a year sell and in Nash and need you to win as we come and let you buy Edem and maybe as it because so I had a decent Yamia Duma repep Ebesan anymore a dear show. Until then, this is our own.
I say this is our own. Let's cherish our